Welcome back. We next take you to Nashville, Tennessee, where we have JC Cook with us today. She is a realtor with Cry Like Realty. Please welcome her to the show. JC, it's so great to have you back as always. How are you?
Hey, Sarah, I'm great. It's great to be here again. Nice to see your face.
Nice to see you too, and I know we've got a little bit of color coordination today, and that was not planned, so we must be like on this same wavelength today.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I know that there's a neighborhood that has really kind of been on your radar within the Nashville area, and it's also been able to kind of be at this price point of the $300,000 range. So can you give us just a little bit of a description of Nolensville and what's happening in that area?
Sure. Yeah, I wanted to talk about Nolensville this month because it's been something that's been really interesting to me over the past year. It's a town just southeast of Nashville, and it borders Franklin and Brentwood both. And back in 2010, it only had a population of 6,000 people. But in the special census that they did this year in 2018, it's already doubled its population to 11,000 residents, and it just continues to boom. It's an area that's branched off of the city, but they've built some really cool new housing concepts there that we've really needed in between the suburbs and downtown.
Okay, so within Nolensville, I know that you were also telling me that there's two neighborhoods in particular that you're selling in and you're really excited about. Can you tell us about these neighborhoods and why you are so excited about them?
Sure. Yeah. So over the past year, I've sold built two houses in this community called Burkett Village, and it's a really cool concept. The new concept is cottage homes, where almost everything is one-level living. A few of them have bonuses upstairs or one bedrooms upstairs, but it's the perfect detached single-family home, two-car garage. Most of them are 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, but all on one level. All the yards are fenced, very low maintenance, small yards where, close to your neighbors, but it's really quaint and cute. I had two best friends that are in their 50s that we built houses eight houses down from each other, and we're calling it their Golden Girls houses as they've downsized out of big houses into these neighborhoods. But these cottage homes, I'm just in love with the one level living concept.
Now, would this also be a good place for somebody to live that may be a first-time home buyer? What do you think about that?
Absolutely. There are a ton of people. I mean, the main thing here that's great is that price point, and we'll get a little bit into that with the next community as well. But most of these cottage homes, the maximum price you could really get it to is up to $325, even if you upgraded everything in the house. So for that first-time home buyer looking for something that's not a townhome and wanting a detached house with a yard, if they have a dog or something like that, yes, there's tons of single people and empty nesters both building in this community.
Perfect. What about the other community?
So the other one's called Burkett Commons, and it is brand new, just under construction right now. And you'll see in the B-roll some of the pictures. We just had a open house for my office out there, and these are 3-story, really cool townhomes that have 2-car garages, and they're really, in my opinion, geared towards a single person or that first-time buyer. Probably not going to be an older retiree wanting 3 stories, but the concept is called urbanism. So at the front of the community, they're actually putting a burger joint, a beer and liquor store, a nail salon, proposing for a coffee shop, but it's very quaint attached townhomes with this whole residential business side at the front in walking distance, and it's really, really cool, all starting at $280 up to about $350.
Okay, I was just going to ask you about those price points. So are you seeing these go pretty quickly? Is that a good price point for both of those type of neighborhoods? And how quickly could somebody move in if they wanted to?
Sure. Yeah, that price point in the low 3s is a killer price point. It's the sweet spot. In Williamson County, this borders Williamson and Davidson County, and really at the 300 and under price point prior to this, you're going to only have a townhome, and most of the time it's not going to have a garage. So both the cottages and these 3 stories are filling that 300 low 300 need. If you're going to build something like this in the cottages of Burkett Village, there's several that are under construction now and going to be completed in the next few months. In the townhomes, there's a couple still left, but your timeline's probably looking more like mid-fall, October timeframe.
Okay, wonderful. Well, JC Cook, it's always so great to have you on the show, giving us an update in Nashville. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks, Sarah. I'll see you next month.
Sounds good. And you're watching The American Dream. Stay with us. We'll be right back.